All right, guys. So I didn't want to mess with the engine the other day. I was kind of a little heartbroken, as most of you guys can understand. But I'm back over here today. Chris is off doing some stuff real quick, but I am taking valve covers off as we speak because I want to see what the top end noise is. Now, I ain't gonna start it because there's no oil. We drained all the oil out of it, but we're gonna see what came apart up top here. I've heard there's a couple things that could cause valve train noise and oil pressure loss just in the top end. So I'm gonna check this stuff out and hopefully we find something. Alrighty, so we fired it up with the valve covers off. Found there's a whole bunch of lifters that are not lifting any oil. So now we got the intake off. We're gonna see if we may have spun a cam bearing or something like that, just to double check that. But if that turns out to not be the case, the next thing we will do, take heads off. So where are we at today? What we found was the cam bolts had backed out, and if you look at this cam bolt, see where it was riding? So I'm putting some Loctite on the end of it, searing it in. Now, with that being said, it was all causing the cam to slide backwards, and when it slid backwards, it was causing everything to ride a little weird. But the cam is okay from what we could tell, so we're going to fix this part and go from there. Where we left off last time, we fired it up. It still had a little bit of noise, not as much noise as what we had after that race. So we know the cam sliding back was a little bit of the problem. So what I'm working on today, as well as helping Chris with stuff around here, is I'm going to tear the top end apart to pull the heads off of, because I got parts going to be here Wednesday. We're just going to put new lifters in it. We're going to put new head gaskets on it, seal it up, fire it up. Hopefully that fixes the problem. While I have the lifters out, I'm going to check the cam out, make sure that it looks okay. Aside from that, we're going to see what happens. Oh, we had found the problem. That might be part of the problem. Oh, and that, and possibly that, and that. I don't know. That's kind of weird, but we found a problem. So now the decision is, do I pull everything out of this engine, go back together with it, make sure we flush the engine really good, or do we just put a 6-liter in it? It's a hard decision right now, but we did find the problem. We know about what we're up against, so now I'm gonna think on it for a day or two. Alrighty, guys, so we had some stuff come in the mail today, and I'm gonna open that over the phone with you guys so you guys can see what is going to fix my problems with the truck. So as you know, into this part of the video, you've seen the destruction of what has happened. We don't know exactly what happened, but we have parts that have arrived so that we could have everything kind of fixed. Made phone calls, got some answers, got parts, figured it out from there. So I'm going to set you guys up so that I can show you guys what we got. Alright, so we'll do the heavy one last. So this box right here is light. It's got a little damage on it, so I'm hoping what's in here isn't damaged. Good. That big box for those. Okay. So I'm going to an MLS header gasket. The other ones were leaking as well, so we got header gaskets. We've got some more lifters, and I'm hoping that these ones don't fail. These are part number X124992225-16. They are Delphi LS7 lifters. LS7 small bore head gaskets. So with that, that is everything that was sent to me. Hopefully these things will fix side check for the 27th. We're going to open up and find out if the cam is messed up. If the cam is, then he said he would overnight one so that we can get that problem dealt with. But as of right now, these are the parts we got. Tomorrow I will hopefully be able to swing by, pull the other head off, pull the other lifters out, and get the cam out. Well, we were outside working on it. We got it covered up right now because, as you can hear outside, it's raining. So as soon as it stops, because it looks like it's not gonna last that long, we're going to uncover it, go back out there, pull the other head off, and get the cam out so that we can inspect it. If it looks good, we're gonna throw the cam back in and put the new lifters, head gaskets, and everything back together. So stay tuned as we continue working on this if the rain stops. Alright, I didn't get much video this time because it was starting to rain pretty good out here. So it stopped just enough for us to get the cam out and inspect it. It is bad, so now I gotta make some phone calls and get cam headed this way. As soon as it gets here, we're going to throw it all back together and hopefully be ready for the 27th. Today is a good day. We have a cam, we have lifters, we have head gaskets, we have everything we need to start going together. So what is AJ doing? He is cleaning lifters in the house and gonna soak them in oil all night so that maybe tomorrow afternoon we can have everything as far together as we can and start putting head studs and everything else in so that we can try firing it. So I'm going to continue this so that these are nice and clean, that they get proper lubrication, so that we can ensure that we do not have any lifter fail this time, hopefully. And then once we go to start it, James will come over and we will prime the system with his primer so that we can try to race on the 27th. Now, mind you, that's literally 7 days away, so got a lot to do. Alrighty guys, so we're pushing along here. We have the front cover on, the balancer on, heads are on and torqued. I had the sheet out so that I can torque it to what they recommend, and now we're getting ready to go back in with rockers. Once we get rockers in, then it's valve covers, from valve covers, headers, and everything like that. So what we're gonna do is continue on doing this. Alrighty guys, well, we pushed really hard. I'm sorry I did not video as much as I wanted to, but we have an engine that is together. Tomorrow I'll stop and get what I need to be able to mount the transmission cooler to the radiator, get the radiator in, then we'll get exhaust manifolds and everything like that in. But for 4, 5, 6 hours that we were here, everything is back together. Better head gaskets, better cam, well, new cam, new better lifters, everything is going together the way, if you just seen this guy is a nut. He looks constipated. But anyways, we'll get
I'm supposed to do it with my hands.
you do it, it says do it with my hands, man. Anyways, we will get the turbos and everything mounted tomorrow. We'll drain this oil. I got some cheap oil to put in it so that we can flush the system one more time. Especially since there's a lot of brake clean and everything that's went through it. Then we will put VR1 racing oil in it and a better filter after that. Alrighty, so we're back over here today. The rain has stopped, and for a minute at least, it looks like it might come back. But it's been raining all day, so we did get to be here early in the morning. But we're gonna reattach the transmission cooler back to the radiator, get the engine fans put back, get the cross pipe for the intake back on. Once that's on, then we'll tighten our headers up. Then we have to make custom spark plug wires. I got some ICT billet ones that we have to make, but given the situation that I'm in, I've been running them from here straight down, and the heat has been burning them. So I do not want to have that problem anymore. So what do? Make new ones. So once we get those made and everything put back together, we're going to go ahead and get everything ready to fire and prime. So so here we are. I didn't video the last part here. I will try to throw some pictures up in here somewhere. So what ended up happening is we got everything together. We got the truck loaded up and I brought it home. I was doing an oil change from the cheap oil, getting ready to go into the VR1. And what ended up happening was, as I was letting it idle and kind of flush the system, essentially, the exhaust started smoking. And I was like, well, that's weird. Well, maybe it's just built up residue from when things broke the first time. We'll just let it be. So I let it run for quite a bit longer. I threw some throttle to it just to help clear it out. It got worse. And when I shut the truck off, I ran inside for a minute to wash some hands and stuff. Go back outside, and there was puddles of oil on each side below my exhaust. So I am done for the season. I got to get new turbos, but there's some other things in the works that when this comes to fruition, it's going to be a lot cooler. So right now I'm going to concentrate on going forward with build 3 of this truck, and you guys will be revealed what this is. So at this point, I'm done for the season. I appreciate you guys watching. Please like, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.